We'd like to present to you the Huddle Leader job description. As a Huddle Leader, like I said before, you have the best role at camp. But just for protocol purposes, know that you will be serving, as I will be as well, underneath the leadership of the camp director. We don't want to usurp that authority in any way. But then also, you will be under the leadership of the Huddle Leader coordinators. You'll have many responsibilities at camp. At times, it may seem overwhelming, but know that God has given you the grace and the strength to be able to accept this role, to walk in this role, and to complete this role. So you're going to do a fine job. Don't worry about it. But your responsibilities before camp is to go through this training, but it's also, as we come together a couple days before camp, we'll assign duties for registration. We'll do all the door signs, all those different types of things. But if you're during registration, if your job is at the registration table, do that as if you're doing it for the Lord and no one else. If you're there to unload luggage, which is the grunge work of camp, grab people's bags with joy in your heart and not just being a goofball or anything like that, but helping them to their rooms and just showing a lot of enthusiasm. And if you're there as a greeter, don't scare the kids. Some of you, you know who I'm talking to, you scare the kids. Don't scare them. Make them feel welcome. Mom and dad are coming in to go through the registration line. If you're making them do crazy stuff, parents may want to take their kids and take them back home. But no, have fun with them. Be excited. Let that be contagious to everyone. But don't push the envelope too much, please. You know who you are. Come with an attitude to serve, okay? Serving Christ first and foremost. That's who you're here to serve. That's who you're to work for. Remember, this thing is not about you. The good news is it's not about me either. But it's about what God can do if we just simply make ourselves available to be used by Him. When camp starts and training's over, you're there to monitor your huddle's needs. You're going to have some needy people in your huddle. They're going to want at night, can you go get some Powerade? We just want to get a Coke. I mean, you're going to have all sorts of things. But in the grand scheme of things, your job is to monitor their needs. When you guys go to meals, eat together as a huddle. Everything you do should be used as a tool to build together and to get to know them intimately and personally. So eat your meals together. They're going to want to go sit with their friends. They're going to want to, there's my buddy over here, they're going to want to go, the guys honestly are going to want to go try to talk to the ladies, okay? And some of the ladies may want to try to talk to the guys. Let's just not get it twisted. But we need to be able to eat together as a huddle because it's about building that common bond. At night, lights out. Kids are going to be running through the dorms, hiding in other rooms. Encourage them, no, not encourage them, tell them that it's important that they stay in the room that we have them registered under because it's happened before. A mom is trying to get in touch with a young man or a young woman, and there's an emergency. We go to their room that we have them listed under, and they're not there. Now we're searching all throughout the dorms, interrupting people's sleep, things like that. So enforce them staying in their own room that they're assigned. Your job will be to lead the huddle meetings. You're going to be overseeing the huddle meetings. Chris will tell you more about the role of a huddle leader and huddle mechanics here in just a few minutes. But you'll be talking about the role that you'll have. And even during training when we get together, we'll be doing role playing, certain scenarios, different things that may come up, and we'll discuss them so that we'll be able to work through that. During training times, the clinic times, the competition times, be a participant. Not in the actual competition, but help the coach or whoever's overseeing in the instruction time. Help them referee the games and things of that nature. But be involved. It's not a time for you to check out, take a nap, talk on your cell phone, do anything like that. Listen, God's going to give you the grace and the strength to get through this entire camp. When camp's over, unplug for a little bit. Take some time to refuel and rebuild yourself, but we need you to be committed 24/7 during this camp. In the evening times, it's going to be a real opportune time in the evening huddles. The day huddles are going to go probably more formulated by the camp theme, the theme of the day, but the evening huddles will be an awesome time for you to take notes during what the speaker's talking about, during different buzz groups, or even a testimony you may hear. It's good to start writing questions down in your camp notebook that may help guide you in the evening huddles. The evening huddles usually go a little bit different than the afternoon huddles. The afternoon huddles are a little more laid back. Their kids are kind of in between competition times and things like that. But the evening huddle is a little more intimate. Kids are really kind of winding down a little bit. They've heard a message or heard some worship that has really challenged them, and they're going to be ready with questions. But you as the leader have a structure or some framework, a skeleton structure, so to speak, of what that huddle should look like. That's just some of the huddle leader job descriptions. Chris is going to come with some roles of a huddle leader and huddle mechanics so that you can be further equipped to do your job with excellence. We love you. God bless you. Let's keep it going.